The garden and grounds at Canons Ashby provide plenty of space for all the family to have a great day out and enjoy the fresh air. If you fancy more than just a gentle stroll, you could stretch your legs with one of the walks in the wider grounds and local area. The formal terraced garden was created in 1710, in the time of Edward Dryden. It may have been designed by famous garden designers London and Wise, showcasing sharp lines, symmetry and formal elegance, reflecting other fashionable gardens of the time. Sadly, after centuries of splendor, the garden fell into wilderness during the 20th century. The garden was recently reconstructed, based on the plans drawn up in the late 1800s by Sir Henry Dryden. As you wander through the garden, keep an eye out for the original 18th century sundial, fascinating and unusual armor-style decorations above the gate posts, and the shepherd's boy statue from 1713. Formal bedding schemes this year showcase beautiful gazanias, ideal for the warmer weather tolerating full sun and very little water. Enjoy their large brightly colored daisies above silver foliage, complemented by a central wigwam of a very pretty climbing plant called black-eyed sisson. When in full bloom, the dazzling rich bright colors are a sight to be seen. The front of the house is planted with a mixed display of dahlias, pelargoniums, and salvia, offering color throughout summer and well into the autumn. Look out for the climbing roses providing beautiful blooms across the walls, interlaced with clematis and honeysuckle along the neatly mown lawns edged with herbaceous borders bursting with color and the sound of busy insects. This was not for archery, but for musket, rifle and pistol practice. The wall around the target clearly shows the result of novices practicing over the years. Sir Henry had 3 great-nephews who regularly visited Canons Ashby, no doubt practicing their shooting. The statue of the shepherd boy gazing at the house in the Green Court commemorates the death of a shepherd who gave his life to save those of a platoon of Roundhead soldiers during the Civil War. Canons Ashby was home to the Dryden family for over 400 years and has a rich history. The name is made up of Ashby, meaning farmstead, and canons, from the group of canons who founded the Augustinian priory in the 12th century. The priory gained a dubious reputation over the centuries, so became one of the first priories to be suppressed in 1536. It was granted to Sir Francis Bryan, known as the Vicar of Hell, a childhood friend of Henry VIII, who reduced the church to its current size, approximately 1/4 of the original priory size. Architectural remnants of the priory are still visible in the Manor house today, where they were removed and recycled from the site of the priory over the road. In 1551, John Dryden from Cumberland married Elizabeth Cope, whose father owned the Canons Ashby estate. John and Elizabeth built the Tower House sometime after 1551 and then eventually joined the farmhouse to the Tower House, creating the H-shaped Manor House. John's son Erasmus was the second owner. He extended the building to join with existing farm buildings to create the courtyard building you see today.
That's beautiful.
It is lovely when this geometric design
also comes from the farmhouse as well. And this door here was the original Tudor door that led from that room to this room here. Excuse me a minute. It's a Georgian door, so he changed everything over on this side of the house, and he put in sash windows as well.
Sir Henry Dryden inherited Canons Ashby in 1837, at 19 years of age. Known as the Antiquary, he was passionately interested in architecture and history, especially that of his own family and estate, recording everything he could. He reinstated the mullioned windows in the east front, and his carefully drawn plans were used for the garden restoration, completed in 2012. Inside he changed only one room, the book room. Canons Ashby declined through the 20th century and was let to various tenants. 1. The goldsmith Louis Osman created King Charles III investiture coronet when he was Prince of Wales, as well as many other beautiful items at Canons Ashby. The estate was given to the care of the National Trust in 1981, when there was extensive work to rescue parts of the building which were close to collapse, and to stabilize it for the future. The kitchen. Recent research suggests that this corner of the house was originally Wylkyn's farmhouse, the oldest part of the house. The room was extended eastwards in the late 16th century by Erasmus Dryden, to create the existing layout, and modernized at the beginning of the 18th century. Thanks to the support of its visitors, Canons Ashby will be looked after for future generations to come.